What's going on, you guys? Welcome back to another movie review. So, In the Heights is a 2021 musical directed by John M. Chu, starring Anthony Ramos, Corey Hawkins, Leslie Grace, and many more actors and actresses. Now, the musical takes place in Washington Heights, Manhattan, and it tells the story of a community that comes together after realizing its strengths and accomplishments. Leslie Grace played Nina, who's an undergrad student who worries that her father may not be able to pay for her future college tuitions. Anthony Ramos plays Usnavi, which is spelled like U.S. Navy, but it's USNAVI. He actually tells this story as these life events go by. He actually tells the story to a couple of children. And he's a store operator who cares for his grandmother, who he also lives with. He runs a store also with his younger cousin, and he has a crush on a local stylist. Well, you can call her stylist. She does nails, same thing, stylist. So, Corey Hawkins, he plays Benny, a public transportation operator, and he's known to encourage people around him. Now, everyone expresses like a great deal of respect and love and compassion for one another in this film, and I really, really love that. It's like never a dull moment. It's never any negativity that really weighs down on your spirit. If anything, it's a feel good movie. It really makes you feel good. It keeps you tuned in. And that's something that I haven't seen in a long time. Now, I know that we usually see this in musicals, and I'm not a big fan of musicals, but I really, really enjoyed this film. Um, the musical, it just displays how each character struggles to keep it together during a very difficult time in their lives. Each character tells their own story. And one of the most struggling times as a community is a blackout that takes place for 30 days during a heat wave. And then again, we get to look back at each person's personal situation, and as they kind of reflect back on and why should I stay here, why should I leave, or should I leave or should I stay, it goes very deep. It's very deep. And as I'm watching this movie, I'm like, it's just making me think about my own personal decisions, things that I really been weighing on my heart and my mind lately. But anyway, back to the review. So yeah, this movie, it just shows how these people are getting along during a very difficult time. And during that heat waves last like 30 days. And they show like the update when they flash the caption across the screen like 30 days into the heat wave. I'm like, oh my God, actually a blackout. But it's still a heat wave because that's the cause of the blackout because of how hot it is. And and then we get to just see how each person is dealing with just the weather alone and how it is affecting them and their decisions as far as like what are they going to do. They even mentioned like before things shut down, because of course businesses are unable to operate if there's no electricity. And so we just see people like uplift each other and encourage each other that they're strong enough to get through it. They've been through tougher trials and tribulations before, so why should this be any different? And they just pretty much be the strength for each other in this film. And, they just make decisions on what they plan on do for their future. Every single performance in this musical was amazing. And the relationships between each other is highly uplifting. It's very heartfelt. It takes a tone that sucks you in and it keeps you glued to the screen for the entire 2 hours and 22 minutes. I mean, it really kept me. And again, I'm not a huge fan of musicals, but I am with this one. This musical is everything inspirational, and it teaches you how to appreciate the little things that matters to me the most. So if you're planning on seeing this movie, if you've seen it already, leave your thoughts down below. Thank y'all for watching, and I'll see you in the next review.